You foreigners, do you even know I must stay away? Do you even know what we mean when we say stay away? You have no idea. Do you even know Solomon Mahlangu? Do you even know the pain that we felt when Chris Hani was killed as a country? Do you even understand the weight of that moment? Have you ever lived through that? You don't know that.
They're wearing two t-shirts and they don't see they're being used. They're wearing two gentlemen wearing t-shirts. At the back, I saw it says that human rights have no borders. Human rights have no borders. Go and say that thing in Libya. Human rights have no borders. Or go and say that thing in Egypt. Or even in your own country in Zimbabwe. I say that go back to your countries and go and fix your economics and go and fix your countries. What is it so hard to understand that? This is what we talk about when we say that South Africans are really fed up, you know? Two gentlemen, I think they're Zimbabweans, I'm assuming. I saw a video of two gentlemen wearing two t-shirts, and I'm sure this influence comes from Babitsana, human rights things. They're wearing two t-shirts and they don't see they're being used. They're wearing two gentlemen wearing t-shirts. At the back, I saw it says that human rights have no borders. Human rights have no borders. Go and say that thing in Libya. Human rights have no borders. Or go and say that thing in Egypt. Or even in your own country in Zimbabwe. Human rights have no borders. Wearing provocative t-shirts that I think there was the guy who took the video is a South African. I say that go back to your countries and go and fix your economics and go and fix your countries. What is it so hard to understand that? So when we say that if borders have to be enforced, people come with t-shirts and say that human rights have no borders. Go and say that in Namibia. Or in those Arab states there's a black person. Up there in Africa, that human rights have no borders. The moment you go in, you are a slave, especially being black and dark. Are they not in Africa? You come and wear your human rights t-shirts and says that human rights have no borders. Being provocative, sidestepping the issue and not dealing with what really South Africans are crying about. That you are always intentional in terms of misconstruing us and misconstruing what we say, things that we cry about. When we say illegal foreigners must go home and borders must be enforced, you come and talk about human rights. And I listened to this boy Grill, and everybody was clapping for him all this time when he was saying things that sounded right. I had suspicions about that boy. Kiman, what was Grill, that Afrikaner boy? Be wary of guys, Ntwanas like Grill, boys like Grill, who come up and think that they are woke. They understand what's going on and they speak for us. Be wary of such Zungus. He claims that no, you know, South Africa doesn't have any immigration problem. Hey, Banna. Mr. Privileged Krill, and go on and speaks about the 3% or whatever percent is in the hands of whites. Hey, this Krill, we were not born yesterday, boy. We were not born yesterday. So I saw even some Madalas here, some of our Madalas here gave him a name because he sort of said things that sounded right in their ears. I said, look at this Madalas. They have not learned anything. Quick to embrace people that tickle your ears. Let me come back to these two gentlemen. Because I'm not even he says all the right things, but I don't trust him. My intuition about that boy is just way off. Say ningamthemba nina mina ngithembi at all. Ukrill, what Krill, I don't know his name. He was now in the media now, in big media, he's very well spoken. He speaks better English than most Afrikaners. Well spoken. He doesn't sound Afrikaner when he speaks English. Anyway, let me move on from there. Come back to these ones, these Zimbabwe nationals. Don't wear provocative t-shirts when in this kind of climate. It shows that you are not thinking. You can't wear t-shirts that says human rights have no borders in South Africa, in a climate that we are in, where South Africans are so upset because of too many illegal foreigners in our country. You can't be. You are not thinking. You are being provocative. You are not doing that nonsense in your own country, in Zimbabwe. You are not challenging your own government, Mnangagwa. Don't stop being provocative, ladies and gentlemen. And then you say that South Africans are xenophobic. Stop with that nonsense. Human rights have no borders.
While Moragwa Kanza Ifitamo, this is something that I want to address. SABC is busy with these talks of immigration and stuff, whereby South Africans and foreigners go on these shows to come and express their views. First of all, and I understand the SABC is doing this for views, but how many of these talks are we going to have? Number one, how many of these talks are we going to have on national television? I don't understand it, because there is nothing that I have to say about my country with a foreigner. I can call him more. Ke eng e ke tlo e buang le foreigner ka lefatshe la heso ka country ya ka? Potso ya pele ke yo. What am I going to say? I have no discussion, no point of departure, or no point of whatever with a foreigner about South Africa. Absolutely none. So and I keep blaming South Africans who go to these shows, whatever. No. My argument that there is no principle in us having this discussion. I have nothing to say to a foreigner about my country. They have no claim here. But what about when we say amapuno, do they even understand the weight of that statement? When our parents used to say amapuno, ayesa, what our parents meant, maburuaja, and they were not even referring to a community Afrikaner. They were referring to what you call to Maponisa. So baba it's stay away, but do you even you foreigners, do you even know I must stay away? Do you even know what we mean when we say stay away? Mzabalas. You have no idea. Do you even know Solomon Mahlangu? Do you even know the pain that we felt when Chris Hani was killed as a country? Do you even understand the weight of that moment? Have you ever lived through that? You don't know that. So what do I have to discuss with you about my country in this present moment? I have nothing to say. So this thing of us talking about South Africa with foreigners, they've got nothing to. They have no input, as a matter of fact. These are the results of continually electing a government that does not care, in the form of the ANC government, and those that are advocate for foreigners. We have a big problem of illegal foreigners in this country. And it is a discussion among South Africans. No foreigner must have an input in that. It's our decision at the end of the day, as South Africans. Idra, it feels a bit tight.
It's a size 11 to 12.
Size 11 to 12. Okay, all right. Kilo ilata no. Okay, you can take that one off.
Should I wear that jeans?
Yeah?
Should I wear the jeans?
Yeah, try the jeans. Sorry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I, as a South African, have no discussion with a foreigner about South Africa. South Africa belongs to South Africans. Finish and clear.